Welcome to Dan Tech Computer Solutions. Today we are going to learn about AutoCAD, and now we are going to do it practically, whereby we are going to do our first exercise, and we are going to begin with the symbol and drawings, the 2D drawings. So we are going to draw this drawing here using the AutoCAD program. So you can go to the start button, then you can search for AutoCAD. You can simply type AutoCAD and you can see that we have the application AutoCAD. We are going to use the AutoCAD 2002, but you can use any kind of AutoCAD that you have installed in your computer or your laptop. So I'm going to open the program. This is the AutoCAD program. So once we open this program, you can see that we have several tools that we were discussing on the previous exercise on the introduction to AutoCAD. So you can see that we have this is a line, this is a construction line, this is a multi-line, polyline, we have polygon, we have a rectangle, this is an arc, we have a circle, we have a spline, then we have an ellipse, we have ellipse arc, insert block, make block, have a point, then you have the arches, you have the region, and you have the multi-line text. So for then up here we also have this, the pan real time, we have the zoom if you want to zoom window, you have zoom previous, AutoCAD design center, and so forth. We have the linear dimensions. Now if you want to apply the dimensions, we have the aligned dimensions, the ordinate dimensions, the radius dimensions, the diameter dimensions, we have the angular dimensions, quick dimensions, we have the baseline dimensions, continuum dimensions, quick linda, we have the tolerance, we have the center mark, we have the dimension edit, dimension text edit, and you have the dimension update. So we are going to do our first exercise, which is this one. So if you look keenly, we have what we call origin. We have this rectangle here, and remember that for us to draw a rectangle, we will have 2 points, the first point and the second point here. So the first point, we have the starting origin, which is 0 by 0. Then we have the second origin here, whereby from this origin of 0 up to here, it has a length or a distance of 10. Then from this to this, we have a width of 7. So we first begin with the length followed by the width. So we will have 10, 7, the length via the width. The origin is 0 by 0. So we'll go back to our application. Remember, maybe if you want to do some formatting, you can come to format. If you want to take the dimensions, you can come to dimension. If you want to do the modifying, you can go to modify, and you can see that we have different formats for the modifications and for the dimensions and so forth. So number one, we can go to format, whereby you can see that we have layers. So if you want to use different layers, you just go to format, you click on the layer, then you can see that you have new, you can click new. Then when you click new, you can give the layers different names that you want to use. You can choose different colors, you can then use different line weight and so forth, and you can set it as current if you want to make a drawing. Then again, still under the dimensions, we are under the format, we have the units. If you want to set the units, you simply go to the format, then you click on units. Once you click on units, you can see that we have the decimals. So you can maybe change the decimals, but mostly we use the decimals. Then we can go to the precisions, whereby you can be able to select and to choose any precision that you want to use. For example, we have the precision with 4 decimal places, This is 1 decimal place, 2 decimals, 3 decimals, 4 decimals, 5 decimals, and so forth. So you can choose the precision. Then we have here whereby we have the millimeters. You can maybe choose to use centimeters, meters, kilometers, and so forth, but mostly we use the millimeters. You can press OK. That is to set the units. So you go to format and you go to units. So we are going to start with this exercise whereby we are going to draw a rectangle. So we open our program, AutoCAD program, then we click on rectangle. So once you click the rectangle, we are trying to specify the first corner point. So we specify the first corner point of the rectangle. So the first origin is 0, 0. So you type on your keyboard 0, then you press 0, you click enter. That is the first corner. Remember, we're saying that we have the origin which is 0 by 0, and the other corner it is 10 by 7. So you specify the other corner point which is 10. So you write 10, 7, and you press enter. So you realize that we have our rectangle here. So you can come and click this. This is the pan rail time. So click it and you can be able to move. Then you can zoom using your mouse. So we have our rectangle here. So we have used this to have our rectangle. So after having the rectangle, we'll go to the next question whereby we have this rectangle here. This rectangle begins from the origin from this origin 0 here up to the first corner point of this rectangle. It is as a distance of 2 and the width is 1. So we have the first corner point which is 2 by 1. So you go back to our application, we click a rectangle. Once you click the rectangle, you specify the first corner which has a length of 2, it has a width of 1. Then you click enter. So that is the first corner point. After you get the first corner point, we specify the second corner point which is here. And remember, this corner point is from the origin, and the origin was 0. So from here up to here, we have the 2 plus 4 which gives us a length of 6. And from here to here is 1, and from this to here is 1. So we have 1 plus 1 which is 2. So for us to get the second corner point, it will be 2 plus 4 which is 6, and 1 plus 1 which is 2. So it will have 6 by 2. So we specify the other corner point which is 6, 2, and you press enter. So once you press enter, you can see that we have our rectangle. We have our rectangle there. Then after that, we'll go to the next rectangle, which is this one. This rectangle here begins at an origin of 3 by 3, meaning that from the length from here to here is 3, and the width from here, this point to this point, is 3. So we go to our program, we click the rectangle, then we specify the first corner point, which is 3, 3, and we press enter. After that, we need to specify the other corner point. So the other corner point is here. So this is the first corner point for this rectangle. The second corner point is here. And remember that from this to this is 3, and from here to here is 1. So the length will be 3 plus 1, which is 4. And the other corner point, the width, will be 3 plus from here to here is 3. So since from here to this point is 3, then from this point to this point is 3. So it will be 3 plus 3, which is 6. So it will be 4 by 6 to get this other corner point. So we go to our program, then we specify. So we just write 6. We start with the length, which is 4 by 6. Then you press enter, and you can see that we have our rectangle. So after that, we'll proceed to the next one, whereby we have a line which has a point of 6.25, 4. So we go to our program, we pick the line, then it has 6.25, 4. Then you enter. After that, you specify the next point. the next point as 8.932, so we write 8.932, comma, the other point is 1.25, so comma 1.25, then you press enter, and you press enter again, and we have our line. So you just specify the given points for each specific dimension tool that you use. So the next we have a circle. So we have this circle here, and for us to draw this circle, we need to specify the center point for this circle. Remember, from the origin we have 0, 0, and from this line to here we have 10. But from this corner to here, where we have the center point for the circle, we have a length of 2. So from the origin, whereby we have 10, we need to minus this 2 for us to get this center point here. So 10 minus 2, we get 8. Then we have this line, which is 7, and from this corner to the center point of this circle, we have 1. So it will be 7 minus 1, which is 6. So for us to get at this center point of this circle, it will be 10 minus 2, which is 8, and 7 minus 1, which is 6. So we will have 8 by 6. So we go to our program, we pick a circle. After you pick the circle, now you specify the center point for the circle, which you have said is 8 by 6. Then you click enter. After entering, we now specify the radius of the circle. So when you look at this circle, we have a diameter of 1. This symbol here symbolizes a diameter. So we have a diameter of 1, and automatically the diameter is half, the radius is the half of a diameter. So the half of 1 is 0.5. So we specify our radius as 0.5. Then we click enter, and you can see that we have our circle. So we are done with that. So having done that, we can now be able to make the dimensions. So to make the dimensions, you just click on dimensions, then you click linear, you specify the first corner point and the second corner point, and you can extend. Just click. So you can see that our length is 10. Then we can go to dimension again, you can click linear, you can choose the first corner point to the next corner point, you can extend, and you can see that it has a width of 7. You can go to dimensions again, linear, you can pick from this to this, you can see that it has a length of 1. Then dimensions, linear, you can pick from here up to this, you can see it has a width of 3. In dimensions, for the circle, you now click, you can pick diameter, then you click that circle. So it will show us that it has a diameter of 1. And you can go to dimensions, linear, you can measure from this up to there, but it has a length of 4. Dimensions, linear, you pick the corners, this corner up to here, you can see that it has a length of 1. So that is it. We are done with our first exercise. Thanks so much for watching this video. The next video we will be recording the second video for the AutoCAD exercise 2. So thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure that we kindly request you to comment, to like, and to subscribe to our channel. As well, you can share the link for others to be able to reach us and to subscribe to our channel and watch our videos. Thanks so much. Welcome in our next video. Thank you. So I can save this.